Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I love you.
So gay.
Wow. Taking me back to my childhood. Thank you, Sharon Lawson Brown, for the beautiful, beautiful song. Who listened to Sharon Lawson Brown when you were a little kid? I feel like some of you are probably a little too young for that, but before we had iPads, before we had all these games and toys that you play with on your phones and all that stuff, we listened to tapes and we listened to Sharon Lawson Brown singing us songs. That's what we did. Hi everybody, my name is Justin Gerhard and I am the host of the Gay Man channel. This is my weekly vlog, Gay for Justin. I apologize, last week we didn't have a Gay for Justin because we released a little video that was featuring Andrew Murphy, who is the program director for Inside Out LGBT Film Festival, and we just thought that was enough, and it was enough. And it showcases what it's like for Andrew to pick movies for one of the largest LGBT film festivals in the world. So if you haven't seen it already, go check out that video. This week's episode is going to be all about when do you tell kids about being gay, about homosexuality, about the fact that it exists in the world. And I think one of the first things to understand about kids is that for the first 2 or 3 years of their life, a child, a baby, literally does not understand gender at all. So we throw these constructs of pink and blue, boy and girl, on them at a very young age, and subconsciously they're ingesting all this information about gender when they have no concept of what it really means because they're a baby. And then from like 3 to 5, they start to have preference. They start to think that they're only supposed to pick the monster truck because that's what everybody gave them, or the blue clothing because that's what everybody gave them. But some of them are thinking, I actually wanted to play with the Barbie. And they start to have conflict in their brain about, am I supposed to pick that or am I not supposed to pick that? And so they do pick that because they don't understand consequence yet at that age. They just want to play with whatever they want to play with. But then it's everybody around them that starts saying things like, no, you shouldn't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. You should do this. You should do this. You should play with that. And so it gets really confusing for them. And then from 5 to 7, these children start to think about what they want and whether that's in line with what they've been told they should want. Lots of parents are still in alignment with boys playing with boy things, which are masculine, which are strong, and girls playing with delicate, feminine things. I think that must be an interesting place to be in as a parent, knowing that some parents are not open to that and some parents are. And I guess this is an issue that's been going on for the rest since the beginning of time, because at one point it would have been about racial segregation and white kids can't play with black kids, and I mean this has been happening for a long time, so this is not a new concept. However, I think it's important to bring up with gender, and it's right in line with the conversation about when do you start telling a kid that there are gay people in the world and that being gay is a way of living in this world. I think one of those gauges in that age of 5 to 7 is when a child starts to think about boys and girls, and that we have different private parts. I mean, when you're in kindergarten, you're starting to like play with things down there, and you're starting to notice what everybody else has, and so then I think you start to realize like, okay, so mom has dad, Uncle Gary has a girlfriend, and so you start to piece these things together. If a child is asking, why doesn't Uncle Jake have a girlfriend, you can 100% let them know that Uncle Jake actually is looking for a boyfriend. And they probably won't even ask anything beyond that moment. They just will be like, oh, okay, cool, that's fine. I just wanted to know. Because they're trying, between the ages of 5 and 7, you're building almost all of your beliefs about the world around you because everything is brand new. But that moment is so pinnacle in their development, because now moving forward, anytime they see a guy with a guy, they're not going to think that that's wrong. They're going to think that's cool, that's like Uncle Jake. No big deal. So I think it's really important that we actually start teaching and showing kids about gay culture at a young age, but more so just at an age when they start asking about it. It's just like puberty. You're not going to tell a girl about puberty until she starts asking about it or it actually starts happening. So when they start asking about it, just start talking about it. Because it's not a scary thing if you don't make it a scary thing. It's not a scary thing. Okay? What are your guys' thoughts? How do you guys feel? When do you guys think is the right time to start telling kids about the fact that gay people are a huge part of our society in this world? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know if you guys have any funny stories about telling kids about gay culture. And like this video if you like being gay. Subscribe to the channel if you've never been here before. We do new videos every week. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Have a fantastic weekend. And y'all stay fabulous now. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already, I premiered 2 videos at Bufferfest this year. I'm Every Gay Man and FaceTime Friends. One's a music video and one's a documentary. They're both right there. Or they're both right there. I'm not sure. I never remember which side it is. Go watch them. They're gonna change your life. Okay, bye.